Oh,
That's crazy. All right, we're live. It looks like
oh, we are.
I believe we're live.
we
We're
are live.
live.
Joel, why'd you tell us we go live, man? Come on.
Because I actually was asking Max, should I hit the live button? And he was deliberating, so I thought, you know what, sod this, I'm going to do it anyway.
Joe took it into his own
Well,
hands.
hey, folks, we are live. Welcome to our year-end wrap-up. I'm sitting here, as Felipe said, I look like I've been kidnapped in a car, stranded on the other side of East London, but I didn't want to miss this event, so I'm live on my phone instead of from my office. But welcome to these amazing co-hosts, and I look forward to seeing what everybody's got to say for the year end, and doing some reminiscing as well as thinking about the future. So let's get some live intros. Lark is on. Can somebody message Lark just in
I
case?
got it.
Because I think she might be on
She
the
was
audio.
here and then she wasn't.
Okay. Well, hey, folks, if you are watching this, whether it be on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, do us a favor and drop some comments and let us know how your year has been so far, and any questions you have for these incredible hosts. We've got Thurman, we've got Lachelle, without even wearing the stars, never mind being a star. And the wonderful Felipe and Joel with us as well. So I'm going to hand over to Felipe because he's got like a whole festive setup over there. Tell us where you're joining us from and what's happening in your world today. Hey, Lark.
Hey, Lark. Hello, Mac. Hello, everyone. It's great to see everyone here. It's great to be here live. I hope you all enjoy seeing us. I know I'm enjoying seeing all the co-hosts here because we never get a chance to see each other live together. One-on-ones maybe, but not like this. And I'm coming to you live from Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. And yes, my house is festive. I like to decorate for the holidays. So every room is decorated to the tilt, and we'll stay decorated until January 6th, which is Three Kings Day, and then we'll take down all the decorations. But I'm excited about today, and just hearing from everyone about the recap of this year, good or bad, because not everyone had a great year, and also what's planned for next year. And do it with enthusiasm, excitement. Let's not think about the negatives. Let's focus about what we can accomplish, what we can do individually and together. Because I think we've proven it together. We've done a lot, and I'm excited to see what we can do now that we've kind of got our mojo going. So, with that being said, let's turn over to the amazing Lachelle. Buenos dias, Lachelle. ¿Cómo estás? Over to you.
Gracias. Thank you so much for that, Felipe. And it is a joy to be here today. So good to see everybody on camera. So I'm excited. I am Lachelle, also known as America's Supermom. I'm the mother of 15 children. So if you hear some occasional background noise or see an arm in the camera frame, it is one of my children. So I am glad to celebrate the holiday season with them. We still have 10 that live at home. And I am a TV producer. I help you to monetize your message and create a global impact. So I'm really excited to dive into the conversation today about reflection. Many of you who may not know me, I talk a lot about mental wellness. I overcame 13 years of depression and 3 hospitalizations. And one of the tools in my toolbox is reflection. During that time of being in depression, I was on autopilot and not really cognizant of the things that were happening, not taking the time to ask myself better questions, to change some of the routines that weren't serving me. So, reflection is a big part of my non negotiable daily routine. So, I'm excited to be here today, and I'll pass the mic over to Lark.
Woo, awesome. All righty. So, hello, everyone. It's so lovely to see everyone. This is just such a treat. Like, usually I'm sitting here speaking to the abyss, but you're real people. I mean, it's awesome. Cool stuff. All right. So, I am calling in from the lovely island of St. Lucia. And every time I see this, I have the visual of you poor souls in coats and sweaters. And today I get to just show off a little bit, the sleeveless, oh my, but I'm not rubbing it in, guys. I'm merely sending you as much warmth and sunshine as I can. So it's a beautiful day here in St. Lucia today. It is about 1 o'clock, just after 1 p.m. local time. So I get to do this in the middle of my day. And that's one of the beautiful things I love about connecting with us all, because we are in different time zones in different countries. And so we just kind of all get together and have this experience. So I'm Lark Ambrose. I'm a mental fitness trainer. I'm a mindset coach. I am happy to take a look at, 2023 year in review. Definitely, it's been a very interesting year for me. Lots of highs and some lows. And I'm sure we're going to just go back and forth and talk about all of that. But most importantly, looking ahead for 2024, and I'm going to share my word. I don't know if I did this with you guys last year, but 2022, I had a word. 2023, I had a word. And I really had been trying to see what was going to emerge from my word for 2024. And my word is something that it's an intention setting. It's one that ultimately I seek to align with throughout the year in everything that I do. So I have my word, and I'm happy to share it before the end of this episode. So that's me, Lark Ambrose, coming to you live and direct from St. Lucia. Missed the beginning. Sorry, I had trouble figuring out the StreamYard thing, so I'm not sure who I'm passing the mic to.
Well, we put it next. I want to encourage everyone to come up with. All of us should have our own word. I think that's a great goal.
Yeah.
And so let's all come up with our own words. So at the end, we all can share it. And Lark, I think it's nice that Lark was not. She put a fake background so she wouldn't, have to brag about the beautiful weather there, the sun, and the beach. Like, it would have been nice to see that too. I won't lie. But sorry, go ahead. So next is either Thurman or Joel.
All right. So I love tossing the ball to Joel, but Joel, I will not do that this time. How about that? I'm gonna toss the ball to Thurman. Thurman, the mic is yours.
I appreciate that. I just want to say though, I don't have to see you in your background to get jealous about the weather. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I hear it, I'm like, as soon as we come on, I'm like, damn, I want to be there. You know what I mean? Real quick. So yeah, my name is Thurman. I help people who use Microsoft tools to use a tool called SharePoint. So if you're a project manager and you use the Microsoft 365 suite, I help you, maximize your use of SharePoint. It's a super powerful tool. A lot of people either know about it and hate it or don't know about it. And I'm here to help you use it better. But outside of that, and me loving technology and being knee deep in tech, I love people more. So stuff like this, I'm way into. You know what I mean? So I'm here checking out the backgrounds too. Happy about the festivities and all that other stuff. So this stuff is right up my alley. I love it. I could do this all day. But I did have a word for last year, for 2023, but I didn't follow it. Like, I was all in at the beginning of the year. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this, but I didn't do it. So, maybe I'll make that my word this year again. Joel, over to you.
Now is not the time for a cough. One second. Hi, my name is Joel. I am coming to you from completely raining England, and I don't know what I didn't have a word last year. I think Mac would say I'd have several words which are not really
not like inappropriate.
Well, anyway, really, and at least not for another 4 hours. And I've had a great year. I've had a great year with some challenges, and I can't wait to hear more from everyone else.
Good deal.
I'm passing it back to Mac again.
Well, I'm loving being live in a random spot. I mean, I've never done this before, but I must say I'm getting some very interesting looks because I have lights going on in my car. I have my screen right in front of me. And I've got people like driving past going, what is this guy doing? So You can be live for me. I absolutely love this, but I'm loving the fact that we can see each other's faces. I mean, this is just so bizarre, but I'm thinking that we're going to have to do this a little bit more often so that people can see our faces and we can see each other as well, and share some of the amazing stories that we have shared so far throughout the year.
So Mac, I think we should have a new feature where you interview people in London at night while we're on LinkedIn Live, and ask you, would you like a LinkedIn tip from a LinkedIn crew? We have 6 people here that are willing to give you some tips, and just see how people react.
Well, hey, why not? We can do, anything is possible. And I know with this group, so multi-talented, we can make anything happen. But for those of you that are, in the audience that have joined us throughout the year, I'd love you to be sharing in the comments, what's been your favorite Social Saturday chat that you've attended this year? What was your favorite topic? What was the favorite, experience that you had? And maybe even share some of those amazing relationships that you made and people that you connected with throughout the year in those rooms, because I know each one of us have connected and got to know each other throughout the year, and there've been collaborations, and we've met backstage and on Zooms independently, and there've been so many in the audience that I've got to know as well. So I'd love to have some feedback and comments on what has inspired you this year, what has impacted you, because I know some of these conversations have impacted me, and several have had me close to tears, or if not in tears, because I'm sitting there thinking, wow, these are incredible people. So massive thanks, because without the audience, without you guys joining us, this room wouldn't have lasted, 18 months. It's just mad.
Nice.
So looking forward to an amazing year forward. But I'd love to ask that question of the co-hosts on here. What's been one or two kind of standout moments for you over the last year? Who should we start with? Who's not making eye contact? That would be is that Thurman?
Me? No, I wasn't not making eye contact. I was trying to think of the thing, because there's multiple meetings that I was in where I had like you, emotions all over the place, but I can't remember which one it was that I was like, no, this is so good, I have to keep coming back. Like, I really enjoyed myself. I can't remember. I think I've been maybe 3 months in at this point, collectively as a host and as an audience member. But man, I can't remember. It's just been, I'm not like sugarcoating or blowing smoke. I'm dead serious. Every time that I come here, it's always good. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to remember like these peak moments, you know what I'm saying? Because every time I show up because I want to. It's a Saturday morning, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here having a good time. I just can't remember which one it was that was like, oh, nah, hell no, I got to keep coming back to this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying myself. So I wasn't not making eye contact. But y'all all over my screen.
Yeah, I got one.
I'll let Felipe take it.
I'll help you out.
I've got to ask, where's the McDonald's hat?
I don't have McDonald's hat.
You got to have one on the wall in the back there somewhere.
I know.
Oh, wait, I got to show you. Wait, the best hat I got for Christmas. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe I might do that. See if I can get my hands on a McDonald's hat.
But now this is the end of the year. I feel like someone
No.
should finally tell us why he got fired.
It's upstairs.
Ooh.
Yeah. If we got time, I'll definitely spill the beans on why I got fired.
Oh, okay. That's a hot tip for everyone. If you want to hear the story that we've all been waiting for all year long, stay tuned. Don't leave us, because Thurman's going to share that amazing story about what happens. So,
as a matter of fact, share the link. You don't want to miss it. Do.
Exactly. Stay to the end if you want to find out what happens to Thurman and McDonald's. All right, so I would say one of my favorite things of 2022, going back a year, was seeing someone like Lark, who just kind of like peeked her head in and wasn't sure about it, and then just blew up and just shined. And for 2023, I want to give, I was gonna say the award, I don't know, the award of like the standout award to Martha. I think Martha has been that person who just was kind of like quiet, patiently listening, kind of like just like I'm just shy. I'll come up a little bit and say hello. And she has just blown up. And look at the impact she's made. I mean, she's going out there helping people that are homeless, helping people in need. She's feeding people. And she is really just, it's amazing to see someone that just needed someone to say, be yourself. And she did. And so kudos to people like that. To me, that's inspiring to see anyone shine. Because, I mean, look, I've coached a lot of people in my career in the workplace and outside the workplace. And when you see someone get excited and just kind of like, they're like, oh, wait, I know what we're doing. Let me drive now. And they start driving and they start taking control of what they're doing. That to me is the most exciting thing to see. So when I see anyone in our group or our community do that, to me, that just gets me very happy.
Yeah, Martha introduced me to you, Mac, and you, Felipe, I believe. We had something like one-on-one, and immediately she was like, yo, I got some people I need to introduce you to. And it was Mac and it was you, Felipe. And I was like, yeah, that's what's up. But I agree. I think everybody agrees, has the same sentiments about Martha. Like, she's just a shining star. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's in the crowd right now, but hopefully she's hearing these, getting these flowers right now. But I agree.
Well, she'll hear the replay. Thank God there's a replay on this. So
Love that. Yeah, you know, I one of the things I think that is my favorite time is the networking rooms. Being able to make connections with people. That's just something that I'm passionate about, is meeting new people, and the business rooms. One that really stands out is when I learned that you could host audio and live events on your business page. So that for me was a game changer. But there's a lot of just information that I would always get from the space as an audience member before I became a host. So it just really helped me to grow and expand in real time. And those are the things that I really love the most from the rooms. And I just hate that we don't have replays, but yeah.
Wait, but don't they get recorded?
this will, but not the audio. Well, Joel's recording the audio ones, but they're not naturally recorded.
Right. Yeah. But Joe, you don't publish. I thought you, Joe, or Mac, or a combination. Y'all don't publish a podcast of that audio?
So we're
Some of
going to
them
be
have been-
publishing the podcast with.
Yeah, some of them have been a little not great. They haven't come out great.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Some of them.
So it's a work in progress.
But
sir.
yeah, it's a work in progress, and hopefully in the first couple of weeks of Jan, we'll have that podcast live, so that people can go back and replay the audios.
That'd be awesome.
And Joel's now put that little recording symbol on the images. We've got the disclaimer in the audio available as well, so that people can go and know that this is being recorded for future replay. Because that is potentially a challenge for a lot of people, but there are a lot of people that want to record and don't have access. So that's going to play a big part. But I love what Lachelle was saying there about the learning, because throughout the year, every single time we've had a topic of any sort, the beauty of it is the learning doesn't only come from the co-host. We are learning with the audience the whole way through. These people are coming in and asking questions that we haven't thought about, or they're asking, questions that makes us think outside the box about, what are the possibilities? What could we do? And I'm loving seeing the fact that every other day I get an invite by one of you, or one of our guests that have been on the show, inviting me to their audios as a result of just starting off in the Social Saturday chat. And like Zion, as an example, has done well over 100 audios now. Lark, I don't even know how many you've done now. Lachelle's all over the place. She's just like a genius on LinkedIn. And Thurman is doing his thing, and Felipe and everybody. And it's just so nice to see that each one of us, including the guests, are making an impact out there using these features, which is awesome.
Yeah,
That's testament to you, Mac. You know what I mean? Like you got this thing cracking and rolling, and
that's right.
it's
Yeah.
you said 18 months, and now it's been 18 months, and now you've built a community. A couple sessions ago, the topic was about community, and to me, this should have been stated a little bit more. But this is a community that you built, You know what I mean? And it's like your tentacles are
Well,
stretching, you know there.
I'd like to think that I built it with everybody else, because on my own it would have been boring as hell. But yeah, it's been through the collaboration of some very bizarre conversations that we've had throughout the last 18 months, and people like Felipe and Lark and Joel that have been there right since the beginning, and then newcomers like Lachelle and yourself and various other people that have come through the times, and it's just been. For me, it's the one time of the week. I think I've missed 2 in the last 18 months, but it's the one time of the week, even if I'm like, I've got no energy, I'm not feeling very well, I will muster up the energy for that hour and a half, and then pass out for 2 days, just so that I can, be there to connect, because the relationships it's just so much better than that, thanks for connecting DM. We're having real conversations. But if you look at the last 6 months and you look at the type of conversations we've had and the people that are impacting and making a difference in the world, it's just beautiful to watch what is possible. And I'm so excited about next year and seeing where that goes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about best, not best, but the one that stands out the most for me. It's the one that we did on the caregivers, and that one just went on and on and on. And I remember, I don't even know if I was the one who was slated to kind of host that one, but I guess it was something that I was going through. So I was processing out live as other people were processing out live. And, I was maybe a step ahead of 1 or 2 others. So being able to hold their hands, I mean, that was just for me, one of the phenomenal ones that stand out. That one truly had impact, and it's one that stays with me. And I still have people reaching out to me when they are going through challenges to ask questions and to get support. So definitely that one for me really landed and stays with me going forward. Welcome, Camille.
Absolutely.
Camille.
Hey, Camille, welcome to the show.
Hello.
I just remembered one thing when you're talking, Lark.
I'm sorry?
No, I was just saying, I just remembered about the neurodiversity one that we did. And
Wow.
I forgot about that was a powerful one. That one, when Joel was sharing that, it opened up so much education and so many, it knocked down so many walls to allow people to feel comfortable to ask questions. And Joel was the perfect person to really help people say, don't assume, just talk to me, ask questions. Let's find out more and learn together. And that was probably the most educational one I experienced. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm all about the education. I like the education, the inspiration. Sorry, Lark. Education, inspiration. But my favorite thing to do is, I love to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I love to have a good time. So any of the situations that were hilarious, I'm all in on. You know what I'm saying? It's just I can't remember. But there has definitely been some inspirational ones and some educational ones. No matter where I go in life, as long as I'm amongst people, I always feel like I'm learning. So coming here every Saturday, there's people who's spewing things left and right. And last week I had my notebook out, jotting stuff down. So I'm always learning. It's always educational, but I do definitely love a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, let Joel just make fun of Mac, and that's entertainment right there. Well, that's pure entertainment.
Yeah. Good
yeah, Lark, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh yeah, no, it was cool. I was just talking about that one, but the neurodiversity one, but just a general comment too about the business ones. I mean, people come once we say we're going to do things on LinkedIn. I don't remember his name sadly, but I know Mac, you were tag teaming with someone who just is amazing on LinkedIn also, and you guys were literally, I got up and went and got a pen and paper to just jot down some notes and, live real time, making little tweaks on my LinkedIn profile, real time. So those two, I think, have been incredibly impactful and that I've really, really enjoyed. But seeing and feeding off of the energy of those listening and just feeling them engaged too, I mean, that truly keeps me coming back. People are truly getting something out of it. So, and also the funny, what I'm loving about this live, Felipe, I know that throughout the hour and a half, usually we'd have to run, go to the bathroom, grab some water, whatever. But seeing you do that like twice since we've been sitting here, rock star. I'm just loving that.
Well, I wanted to get the hat that I talked about because we were talking about the hats. And my lovely sister who likes to have fun with me, and she got me a wonderful hat. And the hat says, it says, I may be wrong, but it's highly unlikely. And I'm like, do I come across that way? She's like, yes. I'm like, oh, damn. You could have paused a little bit before you said yes so quickly, but. But so, Camille, welcome, Camille. So, Camille, we're talking about our favorite episodes or memories that we've had in the past year. But first, introduce yourself to everyone and then share your favorite memory.
Awesome. So I'm just trying to I'm in the basement, so the lighting's not the best because I'm hiding from my children because it is the holiday break. And right now, two of them are up and one is sleeping.
I hear.
Okay, this is why we're in the basement. Please love me. So yeah, exactly what you just said, that we can't hide now behind the audio. Right now, they're having a great argument about who's eating spicy noodles and who is not eating spicy noodles. That's what's happening right now. So thank you all. I'm so excited that we're doing it this way. But yeah, I had to come in the basement. So my name is Camille Jones, and I have been rocking with the Social Saturdays now, I think since the summertime. And it was just a random, I think it was a connecting collab room. And it just instantly, it was such a great energy, great conversation that I needed to come and have more. And it's been wonderful getting to know each and every one of you all in your audio rooms, through your profile pages, and through these conversations. Now, there's been so many to me that I've had I fully enjoyed. That's why even when I'm at one of my kids' events, I'm still tuned in because it's like it's a craving that I have. And it's just good. It's great to hear what everybody's diverse perspectives have been. And I've learned so much. Now, I want people to understand that, yes, when we all take turns sharing, that's wonderful. But when we're actually implementing, we're jotting down what we're learning from each other, I tell you all, my 2024, even my speech that I have in what I've written in the past have been rewritten, amplified, because of the discussions here in the Social Saturdays. So I wanted to give my gratitude to each and every one of you all, the ones that I've had to talk personally one-on-one, and as well as in this amazing space. And I mean, there's just so many that I can say, but I just love the fact that we stayed consistent with each other, and also, even if we are unable to attend certain times, we're always a form of support. And that is my biggest takeaway for 2023 is the power of community. And the power of community comes in all different forms, all different shapes, all different sizes. And it doesn't mean that you should be sheltered to one community and that's the only place to put your energy. When you are destined to have that energy just amplified in all different areas, and again, grow from everybody else's perspective that have that common unity in the community. So that's my share. It's silent, so I guess everybody ate the spicy noodles. So I'm gonna stay down here for a little bit and rock with you all and pretend that I'm putting mommy on a timeout. This is what I call the timeout.
Well, we still have Mac and Joel to share their favorite memories, but before they go, I just want to encourage anyone that's listening, tell us where you're watching from, but also we talked earlier about what's your word for 2024. Laura's going to share hers, and we're going to all share ours. Share what your word is for 2024. I'm curious to see what everyone else has and what's that word you're going to focus on that's going to touch everything you do throughout the year and keep you inspired. So I just want to throw that out there before we get to Joel and Mac. So over to you guys.
Joel, I'll let you go first, young man.
No, go on, old man.
I tell you what, it's and I've got nowhere to hide now. I mean, when I'm on audio, it's a different story. But oh my goodness, I tell you what, it never stops between Joel and I. It's it should be like one of those sitcoms of some sort. But anyway, for me, I think a few things have stood out about this Social Saturday. And Joel, if you could do us a favor, if anybody's got any comments about what stood out for them over the last year, please highlight those so that we can show them up on the screen and pop them up, because I'd love to hear from the audience what's meant something to you, whether it's something that made you laugh or something that made you cry or something that made you think. But there've been so many incredible conversations. But the thing that I love about Social Saturday is the fact that we've really had some raw conversations. I mean, I know, Lark and Felipe, if you think back right to some of the beginning conversations where we were talking about DEI and things like that, and, some of the things that were going on in the US at the time in the news, and how heated some of our discussions got. But the beauty of it was that we were able to have real conversations rather than try and hide around trying to be too politically correct. But that for me has been such an incredible, enlightening and learning experience, because, for those of us outside of the US, we perceive the US totally different to what the US really is, until we get to experience that from people like yourselves that live in the US, and from people in the audience. And we've had people from, as an example, we had a gentleman on from Afghanistan who was about to jump on a boat to try and get to safety out of his country, and he was like saying, "Hey guys, pray for me before I leave this conversation." I'm sitting there going, like, this is insane, the type of conversations we're having and the impact people are having in their lives. And even though we're on audio, all on LinkedIn, every one of us are living such a different experience around the world, but we're getting the ability to expose each other to that, to learn from each other, which, under any other format, if we had to watch the news only, the news unfortunately only gives us their perspective. So hopefully I'm not losing you guys here, because I'm seeing a few spinny wheels.
No.
But the beauty of it is, just that raw, real conversation, being able to experience what individuals are going through in other parts of the world, and to learn it from a different perspective, and see things like when we had that neurodiversity conversation, and there was a lady who came on and she was like, "Well, I've adopted my grandson during COVID, and I have no idea how to deal with nonverbal autism," and she was going through hell. And then somebody on the show just went, "Hey, let me reach out to you and give you the details of your local support." And I was like, this is just incredible that we're able to help people around the world just through conversation, by helping educate people as to what is available out there. And you just never know where these conversations lead. I mean, we've had, and I specifically got this because somebody assaulted one of these. I don't know if you guys know who that was, but I'll leave that to him to explain. But yeah, I mean, I've just loved it, and loved the opportunity to get to know each one of these co-hosts that have really added to the value in my life. So I'm just looking forward to where that goes in 2024. But Joel, I'll now hand over to you, from the old man to the young man.
Is that wise?
We'll see.
Well, first of all, Mac, when you said about outside America, we've all got our own perceptions of it. Speak for yourself. I've actually been there, both virtually and in real life, twice. So.
Wait, Joe, been where?
America.
Oh, nice.
So, yes, I think
it is a big place.
It was exactly how I thought it would be. But this year, I know. Well, I like to set my goals high. This year, is no different, and starting off with the expansion of hopefully my company, and first of all, getting an investor or two. And that's Mac knows me better than I know myself sometimes, so I'll let him elaborate on that later on. Or now.
No pressure there, Joel. But I'm sure you've got a little bit more to add. What's been your favorite episode or show or discussion this year?
pushing you to do more lives. That's been my favorite thing.
And believe me, he has. Far too many. But yeah, we'll get on to the conversations with Joel and all the exciting things that he's doing for this year as well, because the whole mission about educating people about neurodiversity and enabling people in the workplace and through music, I think is going to be an exciting mission, and hopefully getting a few sponsors on board to keep him talking about his what's the called Fighting for Your Right to Party series, where it's all about this year interviewing people that are neurodiverse themselves but have had success in some shape or form, sharing their journeys as well. So for those of you that are watching, if you know anybody that's neurodiverse that have gone up against the odds and they've done well, please send them Joel's way so that we can do some interviews and hear their stories as well. So Joel, is that okay? Does that cover all the bases for you?
Yeah, it covers it for now, yes.
Oh, goodness me. Felipe, I'm going to pass the mic to you to carry on, man.
Oh, okay, fine. So, well,
Just because I can.
Joel and Mac are definitely entertaining, to say the least, and hands down. And I can tell Joel holds back when he's on lives, but like in the pre-live before, it was just funny to hear them going back and forth. So definitely, I love y'all's camaraderie and how you do that. But going back to earlier, I love how much fun we all have. Like you all said, Saturdays, I look forward to it. And Mac, it is kudos to you. You people gravitate towards you because of the person you are. You're not all about you. You make it about everyone, and you truly are. It's not the Mac show, and you've always been very consistent about that. And that's something that you attract people that are similar to you, warm, friendly, people that want to give back and get along and have fun in the process. I think if people were getting too serious and too granular about things, it would take the fun out of it. We need to tackle the hard topics, but then have fun too. Like Thurman said, that's what I think keeps people coming back. But I'm curious about the word of the year. And then I also am curious about what's something fun that everyone has planned. Something fun, might be frivolous, might be stupid. It could be planning on binging a silly TV show that you always wanted to binge. It could be going out and decorating something. It could be just being a kid and playing in the snow or in the leaves. I don't know, just anything, literally anything fun that you have planned to do this week, this year, this month. So, Lark, since you started this whole thing with the word of the year, I'm going to pass it over to you, and then we can go around and ask everyone their word of the year. But start thinking about it. And if you're watching Team Replay or Team Live, go ahead and let us know which one you're doing. If you're watching this live or if you're watching this from replay, and then let us know what your word of 2024 is.
Yeah,
So-
drop
So
your
I-
words in the chat.
Yeah.
Chat looking light right now. I want to see
It
something.
is.
Good, Lark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was literally going to go refer to the chat and say before I share my word, I was going to share one or two that I can see, but I have to confess that I do wear reading glasses, but vanity dictated I don't have them on right now. That's the beauty of audio, guys. Gosh, look at that. So now I'm here trying not to squint, but I'm trying to look at the comments. This
Wait,
is
where the
why I
comments
love
at?
my
Where they
audio,
at?
man. Okay.
Here, Lark.
Anyway.
I'll put mine on if you put yours on.
Where y'all seeing the comments
I
at?
don't even know where they are. This is where are they? Oh my god! But yeah, I think I did see "Purpose is One," and I loved that one, and that's from my my retreat sister there. Jackie and I are gonna do a retreat in March. So when you asked about fun thing, I guess I'll fast forward to that and start with fun thing. It's a whole lot of work preparing for it. But I am looking forward so much to people coming to St. Lucia and taking them to some of the most, I think, spiritually rich places for themselves and for their journeys. So definitely that's something that's work related, but fun. I love my little island. I love the spots. I'm looking forward to that. So that I'm classifying as fun too. The purpose. Oh my gosh, I was wondering how I got off track. Jackie and her word. Purpose is her word. So love that word. There's one that's called distinction. Lucia, please explain a little bit more. I'd love to hear that. And you know what? I think I'm going to leave the reading of the comments in their words to those who can see them better than me. I will share my word with you guys. So in 2022, the word was authenticity, because I felt that I was showing up masked a lot, and I see everyone masking around me. And so authenticity was my word for 2022. 2023, the word coming in was rebirth. There were so many changes that were going on. And so I had to reestablish myself. I had to just basically show up, building on the authenticity. But my 2024 word, drum roll, is alignment. And so having worked and been more aware of authenticity and making that like a cornerstone of the who and the what, and let that be the North Star. And then working with the whole rebirthing and the reestablishing the me, right? Now this year, my challenge is to live more in alignment, head, heart, hands. Just speaking the truth and living it in a way that I may have been holding back from. And so it's been a huge year of rebirth for me. Sometimes it was imposed, sometimes it was chosen. But through it all, I'm grateful for every fire that I had to come through, because I took a whole lot of lessons and tools from each one of them. So 2024, the word is alignment for me. That's my word, alignment.
Nope.
So that's me and a little backstory.
Real quick,
and so with that,
I do want to do a shout out. So before you call the next person, I want to do a shout out to some people in the comments, because it depends on which page you're on. There's different comments. So shout out to Kim Graff for watching. Abdur, thank you for watching. Rebecca, it's always great to see you here. Love to hear your comments. And Marsha Thomas and Marilyn Palmer. It's always great to see you, my friend. But please let us know your word of the year for 2024. And it's great to see you all commenting. Rebecca said her year has been a springboard, so hoping more happens in 2024. Marsha says that she's from Atlanta and she's had the most challenging year in her job search. However, she's refreshed during the holiday and is very excited as to what's to come. And then Marilyn's from Toronto, and it's been a year full of nothing but challenges. So hopefully 2024 will be a much better year there. And that's it. So I just want to share those comments there. If there are any other comments on other pages, we'll read them and update you. But Lark, back to you.
Well, there was one. Thank you for putting this in bold. Marsha, thank you for putting your word in bold. It's impact. So I wish you all the best with creating the impact that you're visualizing and that you're hoping to make in the world. So I'm celebrating your word, impact, powerful word. And I do wish you all the best with that. I also see discipline coming in from Ryan. Amazing word, powerful word. Sometimes we get married to outcomes when what we should be married to is the discipline to follow through and to take all of those actions that will get us to the outcomes. So discipline, powerful word. And I do commend you for that choice of word and wish you all the best in executing on that. So that's me, my word, my shares, and what I've been able to pick up from the comments. And I guess I'll hand it over to one of my ladies. Who will I go to next? Lachelle. Mike is yours.
Well, thank you so much. And I love those words. I think those are some good ones. At some point, I think I've worked on a lot of those things. My word for this year was synergy. And it led me on a pathway of just being more present. So I was able to make a lot of great collaborations with people, but it really helped me to hone in on active listening and just being present with everything that I was doing. It helped me to save time, to be more thorough, have more clarity, just a number of things with that outlook of looking for synergy. So my word in 2024 is visibility. As a result of those collaborations, I was able to expand my brand to where I now have a channel that I could host 12 content creators. And so I'm excited to really expand my platform and also create spaces for people to highlight their gifts and talents in a way that helps to have a greater impact in the world. So my word is visibility for 2024. And I will pass the mic over to Camille.
Camille, you're on mute.
Yes, I'm queen of Miss Mute when I'm on live. Just and I'm loving everyone's word. It really does resonate with me. In so many different levels. For 2023, my word was discovery. It was a self-discovery, not just within my business, but within my own self. So I did a lot of, learning, rediscovering who I am becoming. And that has been absolutely beautiful. It has aligned me with such amazing opportunities, allowed me to see even more greatness within me, so much more discovery that was once dormant. I didn't even realize they were dormant till they were re-stirred through my exploration and discovering more of who I am becoming. So that was my word for 2023. So now anything that has happened is a lesson, because I am discovering more and more and more on how I act and react to every situation that comes my way. And I'm just loving me so much. I'm just in so much in love with me through that discovery of 2023. And my word for 2024, I live by it. I meditate to it every single morning at 4:28, is abundance. I am abundance. And that's 2024 and forever. But it really is what I'm hounding on right here, right now. And it's just so exciting that I have a different set of lenses on my eyes, on the perspective of my beautiful world and myself. And we are all abundant. I'm abundant, and I'm excited for all of the abundance we have to share with each other. So that is mine, and I am going to pass it off on to, I don't know, who am I passing off to? Who's on this side of me?
Luck
Thurman.
and
Thurman.
Joe and Joe.
Thurman, you're pointing to Thurman.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh,
My screen looks
Okay, perfect. I didn't even know what direction I'm pointing. All right,
That's
okay, Thurman.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's all
I'll do like this.
well, okay, in 2023, I started out the year. Matter of fact, at the end of 2022, I was like, yo, like I'm gonna make my word reconnect. Cause I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'll be going so hard, working a lot. I got a big family, you know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of cousins, uncles, aunts, you know what I mean, all over the place. Well, not all over the place. Most of them in New York. But I'm like, I'm with my family and my friends who are down here in Maryland doing my thing. But I'm going extra hard. And I don't pick up the phone, send a text, do this, that, and the third, whatever, as often as I should. I'm not intentional about it, I should say. And with friends too. Not like these relationships are on like in a negative space. Because if I spoke to somebody 5 years ago and we haven't spoken in a while, if they send me a text or I send them a text, it's gonna be like there was no time in between. We're gonna be, chatting it up and cutting it up like it was no time between. But I remember saying reconnect was gonna be my word for 2023. And all through the year, I'm gonna be intentional about reconnecting. And I said it to my uncle, who I was talking to on the phone while I was in the hospital with my father, who had just had like a mini stroke or something. He's still not even clear about what happened, but he's on the hospital bed. I'm sitting on the side talking to him, but also have the phone on speaker with his brother, my uncle. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? He's also in New York. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be up there more often. I can't wait to see everybody. I'll be going extra hard. I want to reconnect, but I didn't do it. So I'm doing it again this year. I'm going to say that's what I'm doing. But to Camille's point, I don't want to make it a 2024 thing. For the rest of my life, I just want to be intentional about making sure that I keep in contact with the people who, you know what I'm saying, I love and care. I love and, care for a lot. So that is friends and family. And I consider my friends family anyway. So family and extended family. But yeah, my word is going to be reconnect. And if I had a word that, I just did unintentional, or I did by default, is like Zion. I mean, I'm always looking for the silver lining, whatever's positive. Not saying that everything is always great, because it's not. I look at my life like the stock market, like it goes like this, but over time it just keeps going up. And that's the only metric I care about. If it was doing this for a long time, then I'd be like, all right, we got a problem. But as ups and downs is a part of life. And as long as that up and down keeps creeping up over time, I'm good. So my word is reconnect, and hopefully I'm intentional about it. I'll pass to Felipe.
That was awesome, Thurman. And, you kind of gave me a great idea of just, you and Camille sharing the fact of doing it for your lifetime. And in 2022, I was really focused on gratitude and I'm sorry, 2023. And I feel like I like what you were saying, because I want to take that mindset of gratitude and then apply it to what I'm doing in 2023, and take what I do in 2023 and apply it to 2024 and keep on building on it. So I like that, because they should be things that we do consistently. In 2023, my focus was really, again, gratitude. But I'll be honest, 2023 sucked. Just personally, professionally, health-wise, we had issues in the family. Things, getting better, obviously, but it was a crappy year. But what I was grateful for was how much family and community got us through it. That was the blessing. That was I didn't realize how much I'd be grateful in the beginning of the year, but right now I'm so amazingly grateful for everyone and how much they got us through it. Okay, I'm getting emotional now. All right, so so 2024, accountability is my word, and accountability is going to be something that self-accountability, not so much holding others accountable per se, but more like holding myself accountable to what I said I'm going to do, and just sticking to it. And I think that's something that's a good practice to do for a lot of people, but still remembering to be grateful along that journey. So I'm going to pass the mic on to somebody else. Mac, over to you.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to see people's faces when they talk today, because you can see how much these things mean to each one of us. And Felipe, seeing you talk about something that really means something to you just shows what level of connection and authenticity and real passion people have within not only our co-host but our community, and it's these things that keep us going. It's not those wake up, go to work, go home, get to sleep. It's those it's the family, it's all the other things that's in and around the cogs that connect, that keep things going. And those things that we kind of, when we wake up in the morning and it's those things that get us out of bed. Because, I think all of us have had an interesting 2023. And, none of us get to see the real story behind every single person. And each one of us, like Thurman says, as long as we're going upwards on that trend, then that's a good thing. But we're going to have those ups and downs. But this is where community for me has been so incredible, because it's, this year has probably been one of my toughest years, both from a health perspective and just, lots of other things happening. And having people like this to hear that other people are getting through some tough challenges and we all are facing something has been a reminder for me that, for me, the word for 2024 is courage, because every single, when I spend time with the community and the people like yourselves, I realize that sometimes those daunting decisions that sound like they are, like I'm never going to be able to get past them, they're just a decision. That it's just something I need to get done, and there's enough support around to help me through that. But to have the courage to make the decision and take the action, because it's so easy to decide not to do something, because I'm a lot of people know me as Mr. Nice Guy. I'm always trying to help people, trying to be nice, not offend anybody. But at the same time, a lot of the time, I don't put my own personal health and things, where it should be, which means I take a hit, and then I have to try and come back and try and overcome those things. But it's beautiful what can be accomplished when you've got collaboration and community, because it's not all about me. It's about what we can all do together, because otherwise it would just be paddling around the ocean with one paddle going around in circles. And that's where, if you look at like the regattas between the Cambridge and Oxfordshire universities, that's some serious teamwork. It takes every single person moving their oar in time and in sync and working together. So, but again, it takes courage to get out into the cold and to practice and to make things happen. So I want to thank every single one of you for firstly showing up on a regular basis and being able to speak from the heart. I can't believe, Felipe, we've known each other now for several years. I don't know how many audios we've been on together. And every time we come onto a thing, I learn something new about you where I go, oh my God, he does what I do. And it's like so many things in
good and bad, right, Mac?
Yeah, let's not go there. We don't have to talk about it. But yeah, but each one of you as well, with each one of your own values, things like the value for family, like Lachelle. I mean, when you posted that picture the other day, I was sitting there counting the kids, going 1, 2, 3.
That was a great picture. I love that picture.
I think I did that.
That is just.
I did that too.
That's just. Did you do that too, Thurman?
Yeah.
Some of them were missing, y'all. Some of them were missing. So glad y'all didn't notice. Yeah.
Well, I was sitting there going, are they all the children? Which one's a couple? Because there are a few of them standing together, and I'm like,
Right.
So anyway, you can reveal that later in the show.
You should make a contest.
Just-
See who's right, Lachelle. They win a prize.
Right.
I
That's
think that's good. But each one of you, I mean, like with Camille as an example, I remember that one day she's at Vic Falls and she's like, standing by the mountain and the water pounding on the side, and she's supporting her kids, but she's all there on the call as well, and paying attention, and all these things, and Thurman just bringing his humor, and didn't realize he's got a serious side to this Thurman guy. I mean, it's pretty cool, and that's why I'm loving having him as part of the co-host. But like Lark as an example has been able to also just keep our heads about things during a lot of our sessions about just that keeping things real and keeping things on track, and you can see that mental, not only fitness, but that mental toughness that's there as well that keeps us on track. So it's really massively appreciated. But I'm sure there's a lot we're going to see in the new year that we haven't seen. And Joel doing his keeping me on my toes and reminding me that I'm getting older, old man.
Oh, please, you're the
also,
Sean Connery of LinkedIn. Come on, man.
Sitting in my car.
Yes, but he's the Santa Claus of the rest of the world.
You're sitting in the car in the middle of London at night. You look like a spy. You're just feeding
I'll
the
tell you
role
what,
war.
if only you knew what was going down after this.
Do you have a Bond woman in the back seat waiting for you too? I mean, what's going on here? Well, now I got in trouble with his wife. Watch.
Oh man, Anyway, but Joel as well, just for showing up and keeping on top of things, and those days where I haven't been able to post, and he goes and just creates it quickly. Even though this time I realized as we were going live, or just before, Joel goes, "Oh, by the way, why didn't you post to the company page?" I went, "Yes, I did." No, I didn't. So even I make mistakes a lot of the time, but this is the beauty of it, is even when imperfection doesn't have to stop progress, and that's the part of growth, and that I just love as well. Joel, I'm just conscious of our time. Wow, we're coming up to the end of the hour, but just a quick, I think if everybody can just share one thing that they're excited about for next year before we wrap up, and then just do your farewells as well. Joel's got some tunes going there as well. Go for it, Joel.
No, I don't. I have tunes. My phone is not even playing anything.
Well, you were definitely bobbing your head there, so I wasn't sure if it was your earphones or on the...
It's that thing in your car called a radio, Mac. Just turn down the volume.
Somebody's playing music.
You're on Well, my radio is pretty cool because it has all of your voices on tonight.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. So yeah, Joel, do you want to wrap up? Just share final thoughts, and then we'll go to Thurman, Camille, Lachelle, Lark, and then Felipe to wrap up.
Thank you, Mac. My final thoughts of 2023, at least on the live anyway, and tomorrow will be the final day of my thoughts of 2023. But my final thoughts is that I think next year is going to really blow up. Not in the sense of World War, but in the sense of that things will start to happen for every one of us here and all over the world. So I'm excited for that. Over to the next person, and I wasn't paying attention, so please.
I was listening for when I come in and who I pass it to, and I know it. I'm after you, Joel, and I pass it to Camille, so I'm good. I'm just excited about. I'm excited about everything. I know that sounds cliche, but that's literally how that's how I think. I have zero idea what is out of my control is going to happen next year. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I know for the stuff that I can control, I'm excited about it. My family, my business, just life in general. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of stuff planned. Oh, again, if you are a project manager and you use the Microsoft 365 suite, come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you use SharePoint, the tool, better than whatever you're doing right now. If you're buried in spreadsheets, come see me. I'll help you out with that. And I've been doing it since 2009. So, I've been doing this for a while. Anyway, yeah, 2024, just excited about everything. Not excited about things that I can't control, but that's fine because it is what it is. I'm all right with that. Camille, on to you.
You're on mute.
Muted.
Hi, my name is Camille, and I'm the mute queen. I mean, and it's really not with intention. It's just like, ready, set, there goes Camille before she goes, So anyways, so Thurman, I am fist pumping, double high-fiving everything that you say. I am just super excited for life. Like, it does sound cliche, what have you, but when you truly get that self-awareness and excitement for who you are and all the beautiful sexiness around you, which is all these amazing souls. Yes, I said sexy in there too, because it's just, everybody's just, just scrumptious. And I want to add too, is that I'm really excited for all the people that are joining me on the years of wellness journey. I love wellness. Wellness saved my life. And it's greater than fitness and nutrition, but it also includes that mindset, community, me. And that's what I'm really excited about, is how many more lives I am going to impact in the year coming and the years preceding that. So cheers to life. As we Trinidadians say, we cheers into life every single day. So if you would like to connect with me, I am on the LinkedIn space every Monday to Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for my Audible book listens. It's all about personal development as we build up our businesses, and let's do it together. And that's my way of giving back to humanity. Just like what Thurman says, we can only control what we can control, which is our environment around us. So I do that by giving back what I know I am able to do within my own reasons, so that I can impact the world in every one step at a time. So that is my excitement. And now I'm just gonna put the elevator up, press the floor up, and go up to I guess you're below me on the continent. We're gonna go up to America from Canada this way and go to Miss Lachelle.
Thanks so much for that, Camille. I love that. And I'm excited like you guys are. I just want to tell everybody, congratulations. You made it this far. I think a lot of times we focus on some of the things we had to overcome, and we lose sight of where we're at, what we've actually accomplished. So I'm excited for being at this point and looking forward to greater things ahead. The thing that I'm most excited about is TV. I'm going to be filming in the studio in February, so I'm looking for guests who want to join me live in the studio with the network. So that's what I'm excited about. I'm looking forward to having a greater impact in the world. And I think there's so much power with intention. One of the pillars that I talk about is healing. And this year, I've done a lot of reconciliation with some of my kids, my spouse. And I think it's just a constant journey that we take. But when we're intentional to do these things, we can reap the benefits of a great reward. So, healing is something I think that we always have to be mindful of, because we can get caught up in traumas and, not realize that a lot of these things stay in our body. And it's important for us to be able to reconcile these things in order for us to move forward. So I'm excited about more open conversations to help other people heal and constantly keep learning. So with that being said, I am going to pass it over to Lark. Over to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just know I'm in the right room, and every time someone speaks, there's something that's resonating so deeply with me. I can just take a piece of what everybody has said. It's just been it resonates so well. And it's funny when you talked about healing, Lachelle, the name of the retreat is Time to Heal. So it's it's all about.
I might need to get a ticket then.
Boom, there you go. Let's talk about it. Come on down. But one of the things I am looking forward to in 2024 is this retreat, is the bringing people together, bringing souls together and creating that space, that circle, that healing circle, and just helping pour into each of the women and show them how they can then go out and pour into their individual circles and create that ripple effect. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this. It's inspiring me to do all of this work that needs to happen ahead of time. But 2024, looking forward to living in alignment. Looking forward to sharing this journey with each and every one of you and our other co-hosts who are not here today. I know they're here in spirit. Some are not necessarily feeling well, or they've had other things going on that prevented them from being here. But my goodness, I mean, the energies that are on these stages every week, even when I'm not able to physically be present, I am tapped in energetically. And I am so grateful to each and every one of you. So I do want to say thank you to each of you. Because of you, I feel I can do better. It is truly meaningful. So thank you sincerely. And that's what I'm looking forward to 2024. The retreat, amid all of the other things that I would do. Catch me on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Elja and I do our Wednesday weekly chats. So that's where you can always find me on LinkedIn. My DM is always open. And that's me. So Felipe, officially handing the mic to you for the last time in 2023.
There you go.
No, you're diagonally there.
Felipe, before we do close 2023, Thurman does need to tell us what the hell happened.
Okay. All right. Let me wrap up, and then we'll go to Thurman to close up the whole thing, because I'm glad you didn't let him off the hook on that. So if you've been waiting to hear about the exciting story that Thurman's going to share, give us 60 more seconds and you're going to hear it. But after this commercial, so for me, 2024, I'm excited about finding that new opportunity, a new career to help match my values and skills with the company that has similar values and skills. And to me, that's exciting because, I'm very grateful that human resources can be applicable in a lot of different industries and recruitment and training. So it allows me to really open up my chances to look at different industries that I haven't in the past. So that to me is very exciting. So I'm looking forward to that in 2024. And then as far as coming up tomorrow night, we're doing a LinkedIn audio New Year's Eve special that's going to go into the midnight hour and with Melissa Houston. So if anyone's going to be at home, not going out to party this year, they're going to be chilling, join us. We'd love to have you. Even those across the pond, you have to get up at 5 a.m, but you can do it. But it's a chance to really just celebrate and thank everyone for a great year and get them excited for next year and give them a place to go to if they don't have anywhere to go and they just want to hang out with some of their friends and community. Because at the end of the day, the community part, that's the part that I want to say thank you again to everyone for not just these wonderful co-hosts here, but everyone that's attends the rooms and helps share knowledge. You help so many people. Sometimes you don't even realize it. Like I said, you helped me get through on those Saturdays that I wasn't feeling great. This got me up and gave me energy and got me motivated. So thank you to all of you that helped me, and I just thank you to all of you co-hosts that have helped so many people that have come through these rooms, and you may not even realize how much you've helped them. So hope everyone has a wonderful, blessed new year. Hope to see you tomorrow night in our LinkedIn audio at 10 p.m. It starts Eastern Standard Time. And then my other rooms on Wednesday and Mondays. You can check that out later. But back to you, Mac.
Did we lose Mac?
Mac, can you hear us?
Sean Connery.
Yeah, I'm here. Just trying to find the pause button. It was there somewhere on my little screen. Wow, guys. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure to see each one of your faces on a live. I think we need to look at maybe a quarterly live with all of our co-hosts. And we definitely we're missing two big parts of our co-host team. Zion and Martha, looking forward to having you on the next one. Wishing you an incredible Happy New Year, as well as every single one of our audience members. We want to wish you an incredible year ahead, a year where you do you. I've heard a lot of people say, and I like to think that instead of trying to copy other people and trying to emulate other people, just be the best version of yourself and just enjoy being the best you can be. And keep showing up, keep jumping on our stages. If you've got topics you want us to talk about, drop those in the comments. Our co-hosts come up with some incredible topics on their own, but at the end of the day, it's about all of us, and we would want to hear more about what you want to talk about as well. And we want to hear what kind of goals you want to set, and what accountability you want from all of us as well. So feel free to drop in the comments. This is what you want to be held accountable for 2024. And as a community, let's call each other out and make sure that when those days are dark and we think maybe next year that one of us can kind of pull each other up and give us the inspiration to just push forward and get close to that goal, no matter how little it is at a time. Every little counts. So again, love to all. Thank you all so much, and wishing you all an absolutely incredible New Year. Joel, you want to say something?
Yes. Thurman needs to tell us a story.
Oh yes,
or else I'm ending it.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to.
I was waiting for him to go. Hey, hold on. I want to hear.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to make this really quick. Joel, listen. The reason why I'm most hesitant to tell this one is because it's really embarrassing. I know the other stories were embarrassing, but this one is a little over the top. But for anybody who has not heard, my shenanigans, I just want to say, normally when I tell what happened to me at McDonald's, it was because, it was funny. I can laugh about it now. This one is a little extra. That's why I try not to tell it. But I'll swing through this one really quickly. But so when we used to come to the store, I used to have like a night shift, maybe, let's just say, and then work on the weekends. So one time I'm there at like 5 p.m., let's say, and the store is supposed to close at like 10. I don't remember, something like that. By the way, I was 16, young, stupid. I just want to put that out there. So I get in there like 5 o'clock, and then before I got in there, a friend of mine said, "Yo, do you want to meet up and do some things?" I don't want to get into what that was, but let's just say we were gonna partake in some things. Whatever that is now, I guess legal these days. Don't do that anymore. But so I go to the McDonald's. I'm working. We shut down the doors. You know what I'm saying? Like we close the doors. You have to close the doors and lock it. It's a security thing so that you can start mopping, start cleaning, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a new manager in there. She's brand new. I'm talking about like less than a month. You know what I'm saying? And when I got like my friend came to the McDonald's and got my attention, probably like through the drive-through window or whatever. He says, "Hey, I'm out back. Let's go out back." Like, all right, yeah, bet. Not considering that this security thing is a big deal. Like, I can't just walk out the door, leave it unlocked, and then go around back, which is literally what I did. So I unlocked these doors, double doors. You know what I'm saying? The first door and the second door. I go out back, and me and my friend, we chat. And I come back to the McDonald's, And let's just say maybe, you know what I'm saying, when I came back, I was a different guy than when I first left. So when I come back into the McDonald's, here comes my new manager. Hey, where you coming from? What are you doing? Why are you leaving the door unlocked? And me thinking I'm hot, stuff at 16. I'm like, yo, what you talking about? What's a big deal? Who cares? Whatever. And then she locks the door and she's like, yo, you need to clock out and go home. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I leave. And then I got a call from my manager and he's like, yeah, the next time I came into my shift, I'm sorry. Next time I come into my shift, he said, I heard about what happened. And I said, yeah, so what's the deal? What y'all gonna do? And he was like, listen, just give me a week to think about this. And then, when you come back, I'll let you know what the verdict is. So I waited a week. I came back to the store. I saw my manager and I'm like, hey, so what's the deal? And he looked at me like, yo, what are you even doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't he lied to me about the week. He just wanted to be like, get out of my face. So he was like, bro, we fired you already. You can pick up your last check and get out of here. And it was very embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not proud of it. And that's why I try not to tell that story. I have way more stories from McDonald's that are way funnier and way better. So Joe, I hope that,
hey, he got you to tell it, so
yeah. So, and this is recorded, so hopefully, nobody wants to see what you know what I mean? But that's it. That's the story. Oh man, very embarrassing. I'm sorry. All right, Mac, back to you.
On that note, off to a much better 2024. I am parked just around the corner from a McDonald's, so I'll drive past and just wave in your honor. But yeah, I'm looking forward to so many more stories, getting to know each one of you as well as our audience coming to share, especially on our networking last Saturday of every month, where you get a chance to come and introduce yourself, share a fun fact, and tell us who you're wanting to connect with, and then build your community and your collaborations. And who knows where a conversation may lead you in 2024. So all of you, massive thank you. Joel, thank you for doing all your magic in the background there and keeping us going. And I look forward to watching the replay and just listening to all of this again. But all of you, you are much loved. Thank you so much for being part of our community.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy 2024.
Happy New Year, everybody.
See you next year.